Hello everyone and welcome back to the Just Vanilla server. What is up? I have not been on here since Christmas time, and it's now February 3rd, so I have been gone for a long time and I am glad to be back. I want to thank all my subscribers for sticking in there. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. I know it's been a long time since I've done a video, but I am back and we are going to do a video. And I thought I saw somebody walking around here a second ago. Where'd he go? Ah, there he is. He's running away from me. Let me get his attention. During my Christmas episode, I had a hard time finding his base. And I was going to give him a little Christmas gift, and I couldn't find it. I could not find his base at all. And I was unable to give him his gift. And I know it's February 3rd, but it's always good to give. Let me get his attention here. He has no clue. Basically what it is diamonds in an M shape, a C shape, and then some random books and some golden carrots. And just want to wish you a belated Merry Christmas, King Reptar. And thank you for hanging around. So he came by to visit me. Like I said, it's been a while since I've been on. He just wanted to come and say hey. And we're going to get started with our video here. I'm going to do something simple in this video. I think he's going to kind of invade the video throughout the whole process, but we're going to do something kind of simple this time. We're going to do something that I have yet to do on this base. And you think I would have done it right off the bat, but I have not. I've done some more of the difficult stuff first. We've got a carrot potato farm right there, a sugarcane farm, we've got a guardian farm, we've got an iron farm. One thing I don't have, which is kind of crazy on a survival series server here, I do not have a food farm. I do not have any kind of food farm here. So as a matter of fact, if you come and head this way, we're gonna go right over to my current situation of a food farm. It's back at my temporary base, and we're just gonna head on over there. Now it's been a while since I've been in this area. I guess I'm swimming at the normal speed. I think I got depth strider boots on. I don't know. But if we come over here to my old base, my temporary base, before I started building my main base, you will see the only food farm I currently have, other than carrots and potatoes, but I really don't eat those. This is it. This is my food farm. Hello cows, how are y'all doing? I see y'all are still alive, even though I haven't been around for a very long time. Someone must have been feeding y'all. Who knows? But good to see y'all. Every single one of y'all. Maybe one day I'll name y'all. But anybody who's watched me play in the past couple of years has known that I like my farms. And one thing I do not have is an automated cow farm. Now, there's two things you can do as far as cow farms are concerned. You can make just a basic cow farm, which gives you the beef and gives you the leather. Or you can make a little more advanced cow farm that not only gives you beef, but cooks it as well, and then also gives you leather. And I'm going to show you how to do both of those today. The first version of the cow farm is actually a very easy version and can be an early game farm for anybody who can get their hands on a little bit of iron. And then the second version is something that you could probably still do kind of early game, but it's something you don't have to focus on right away. So we're going to do that. I'm actually going to build both of them, and I'm going to show you how to build them. It's going to be very simple. I'm going to grab some materials, and then we are going to get started. Wow, look at that base. I don't think I've shown my base on the outside. in a while. But man, that is amazing. I've been slacking, ladies and gentlemen. We need to get this base up and rolling again. Welcome back, everyone, and I will be right back as soon as I grab materials, and we're going to start building our cow farm. Alright, and we are back. Gathered some materials for the farm I want to build on these cows. I went ahead and grabbed the 4 cows that we're going to need for it as well. But first, what we're going to do is we're going to build a simple, basic, automated cow farm. Something that you can do early game. It'll automate your meat production real quick. Also get you some leather real quick. And it's super simple to build. The most expensive thing is going to be your hopper and your dispenser. Where I'm placing this is actually behind a pillar over here in the corner. Yes, I know I still haven't built the sand walls. They're not completely done yet, and I keep on talking about that. We are going to get this done, and hopefully this kind of motivates me to get that done. So right off the bat, what you're going to do is you're going to take a chest. It can be a single chest or a double chest, and you're going to place it down. Then you're going to take a hopper, face it into the chest, just like so. So that way anything that it collects can go right into that chest. Then what you want to do is you can use any building block. I like to use glass myself, but you're going to go 2 high along with that, or 3 if you're counting this block, 3 high. And then on the back side you're going to have a block, and you want to grab your dispenser, not a dropper, you want a dispenser facing in towards the hopper. Okay, right here over the chest, take 2 pieces of glass, build it up, and place 1 piece of glass over the dispenser. Okay, so now you have a 2 block height hole right there in the middle. Be careful not to fall in, otherwise you're just gonna have to break everything, which I've done many times. So now that you got the basic little setup done right here, what you want to do is come around the back at the dispenser, place a bucket of water into it. Okay, and you're going to want to build a staircase upwards, that way you can get to the top. Okay, what I like to do up here to prevent me from falling in, which like I said happens many times, and once you get cows in there it can be a pain in the butt, because the minute you break a block they're going to start jumping out. So I like to go 2 high and place a fence post right over the hole. Okay, what this does is this prevents you from falling into that hole. Doesn't matter how hard you try. Now you don't have to have it there. The cows can't get out as long as this is too high. However, you can fall in, so it's good practice to have something right over that hole there. So the very last thing you want to do is you want to take a block right there next to the dispenser and take a stone button and place it on top of that block. This will bud power the dispenser when you press the button, activating it once and dispensing the water. Once the water is in there, the cows will bounce up and down and make it easier for you to feed them the wheat so they can continue to breed. Now once you're done feeding them, press the button again, and the water gets retracted back in, and the cows go back down and aren't hopping along anymore. So like I mentioned, this is a very basic cow farm, early game, something quick and easy to start automating your beef production real fast. And once you get along, gathering more resources, you can always redesign this, make it bigger, make more of them, whatever you want to do. But the good point behind this is, being especially in a survival server myself, it's good to have a constant production of beef. Now obviously you're going to need a wheat farm in order to feed all your cows, but that's not hard to do, and this, as you can tell, is not hard to do. So once again, that is a basic farm for early game production. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and take this down. This is not the farm I'm going to build though, because what I actually want to do is I want to build a farm that will cook the beef for me. I don't want to have to sit there and grab raw beef and take it over to a furnace and cook it and all that stuff. I want it to automatically cook for me. So that way I can just run over to a chest, grab some beef when I need to, and move on to my next thing that I'm doing. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on that. What I've kind of done a little something on my test practice world, so we're gonna lay this out here. I'm gonna put some steps here, some bricks here, some steps here, okay, and then we're gonna do the same thing on this side. Steps here, brick here, steps here, okay. Then we're gonna find our middle section, which I believe is right here. I think that's where I want it. Yes, that's where I want. Oh, that's a little too much. A little too much there. What I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna design 2 cow farms. I'm gonna make it a double. So that's what we're working on right now. What I'm gonna do real quick is we're gonna place a piece of glass there, piece of glass there, it's there. Okay, and then there's our basic box. Once again, our basic box. It's looking good so far. Now what I need to do is, because the hoppers are actually going to come down here, is I need to put a way to hold them down here. So what we're going to do is that right there real quick, that right there real quick, and I'm probably going to have fun with this one because I already put my glass in there. So let me break the glass. Yeah, just like so. And of course it would fall down there. We're going to take the hopper, the one hopper I have right this second, place it down there at the bottom. Let me get some more hoppers here. Jeez, if I could grab stuff. And we're going to place the hopper down like that, facing downward. Okay, now we can go back up with our glass. Okay, and we're going to come in here with brick, just to kind of... Now, I'm probably going to come in here and put some lighting. Not sure just yet, but I'm probably going to do that. Right now I'm just trying to get the basic form of the farm built up. Okay. Let's get platform right here. Uh-oh. No. Don't have any stone bricks on me. Give me a second here. Let me grab some more. And back up to the top. By the way, while I was off camera, King Reptar stopped by and gave me a belated Christmas gift too. He gave me a creeper head. That was awfully awesome of him. Like I said, I missed him on Christmas, so I just gave him his Christmas present, and wasn't expecting anything back, but I certainly appreciate it, King Reptar. Thank you. So we're going to build this back up. Now, something I didn't do, which I should have done first, was put the dispensers in. Why didn't y'all tell me? Jeez. Dropper dispenser. Here I am, just working along, minding my own business, and y'all forget to tell me to put the dispensers in. So I gotta do that real quick. Dispenser there. Go back with the glass. And I'm gonna need another bucket. I can already tell. I think originally when I was thinking of this idea, I wasn't gonna do more than one because it's just me, and I really don't need a massive farm. But even then, this really isn't gonna produce a whole lot, and with me having 2 of them, it actually will produce enough for me to where I don't have to feed them so much. Okay, so that looks good. Now up here, to activate these dispensers, what I'm going to do is grab some redstone, and I don't think I have one on me. No, I don't. So we're going to go do this real quick. Now on the basic one, I've used whatchamacallit, a stone button. What what I'm actually going to use on this one, which you can do this as well instead of a stone button, is I'm going to use a pressure plate to activate the dispensers. And what we're going to do is have, just like the other one, we're going to have it bud power both dispensers at once. So, you know what? I only had one bucket of water, didn't I? Yep. Let me go get another bucket of water real quick. Do I have one in here? I have a bucket. 3 buckets to be exact. Let me go get some water in this real quick. So I hope everybody's Christmas was wonderful. I hope everybody's New Year was great. I hope everything's going great for everybody right now. And that I don't know about y'all, but that's definitely not what I wanted to do. That y'all are making it through tax season. I don't know how many of y'all have to do taxes, but we just finished our company taxes. Normally we file an extension every year, and this year we decided not to. So I've been spending the last month, thus the reason of the absence, crunching numbers and getting ready for filing our taxes with the IRS. So that's what we've been doing. Okay, so now that I have this, we're going to take a piece of redstone dust and we're going to put it right here. We're going to take a block right here, and then we're going to put a block right here. Put a pressure plate on top of this block, and what this will do when I step on it, as you see, it activates the water. Step on it again, and it turns it back off. So definitely a good thing to have. I was just about to put the fence posts on there, but guess what? I don't have any cows in there, so that's gonna be pretty interesting. Okay, so that is the top portion of it, other than the fence posts. I'm gonna do a little more decorating out here. There also is going to be a chest right here. Let me see, I did have some on me, didn't I? Yep. A chest right here. This is going to be for your coal input for the furnace below. And then what's going to happen is after it gets cooked, the leather and the beef are going to come over here into a little storage system. So that's going to be interesting to set up as well. So I'm going to go ahead and get these cows moved in here, and then we're going to start down below. So I'll be right back. Now that was actually quite easy moving these cows in there. Sometimes it can be extremely hard getting them into that hole. It's a matter of nudging them around as much as possible till they get to the right point. Hello, thunderstorm. But I managed to get them in there quickly. Now I've only got 2 in each hole. This design and that early game farm that I showed you earlier uses the cramming rule, which most servers run off the cramming rule. And some, if you're playing a single player world, probably same thing. You probably have the cramming rule on. So, which means once these cows get over 25 total in this one block area, it'll start killing them, and that's what it utilizes. So if you are building one of these, make sure you have some supplies of beef already set up, so that way while you're trying to get these guys built up to 25, you're not starving to death. So but basically this is the way it works. I've got the fence posts in place. If I step right here, you see how they're bobbing up and down, then I can just give them some wheat there and they'll do their breeding, and then I can just turn it off and we can keep on going. That's basically how it works. What I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to leave a chest up here for a place for me to store wheat at. That way I can easily get to it and feed them without having to run across town to get more wheat. Probably back here by the switch. Let me get rid of that. Probably back here by the switch, that way it's really quick to access. So this design is it's going to be a little more decorative right now. This is just really basic. So right now it's time for the bottom part. I've got to get a couple of things that we're going to need, and I don't need those in that box. I need them in this box. And that is going to be, okay, I got hoppers. I need a comparator, a repeater. Let's move my axe out of the way. Repeater. I've got redstone. I need a redstone torch. Anything else that I might need right off the bat? Right now, no. That's what we're gonna go with. Okay, so from the bottom here, we are going. Oh, you know what? I just realized what I needed. I need a furnace. Kind of hard to cook your steak without a furnace. What was I thinking? Jeez. And I don't know if I have any just lying around. Well, I got one right there. I wonder if I just, you know what? I know I'm gonna need this later, but let's just snatch this one. Now, you can set this up with a multiple array of furnaces like King Reptar did over there for me on his super smelter, but I'm just going to set up one. You know, it's not going to overflow with beef, so I'm just going to set it up with one here. And I am probably going to need to go back one more. But what we're going to do real quick is we're going to take this right here. We're going to face a hopper inwards. Break this out. Place another stone thing here. Another stone brick right there. Place a hopper facing that way. That will combine both cow farms together in one. Okay. Then we're going to place one more, and what I want to do is I want the beef to get separated from the leather. I don't want it to go together because the beef's going to be cooked. So what we're going to do is we're going to come down. I'm trying to think of how I need to do this. Come down right here. Let me break this without breaking everything else. And we're going to build a sorter. I faced that the wrong way. I need to face that a different way. Okay. Let's do this. Let's face this way and then face that way. Okay. Apparently I had stuff in the hoppers. Alright, now we're going to build this up like so. Just like so. Okay, and need one last thing. Actually, that. Yep. I faced that the wrong way. I knew I would. Let me do this. Let me build this up real quick. I don't think it really matters which way this hopper faces, but I like to face it towards the comparator, not away from it. So let me do that real quick. And let me give myself some stepping stones here so I can get up. Let me place that right there. Place that right there. Okay, and then I'm going to need stone brick right here. And like I mentioned before, the reason for the sorter is simply because when I separate these, they're going to be going into their own separate chests. So you'll have a set of chests for leather, and you'll have a set of chests for the beef. You know, it's not all going to be in the same chest. So that's why I'm doing this, because obviously I want the beef to be cooked first before it goes into the chest. So we're going to put a redstone torch under this one right here. We're going to break these out because we don't need them there anymore. And break this one out right here. Okay. And we're going to place a repeater facing into that redstone torch through this block. we're going to take a block right here so I can get up here. And we're going to face this way, away from the hoppers. And we're going to place, oh, I can't jump. There's a brick above me. Okay, so to alleviate that, we'll step off to the side. And we're going to place a comparator facing away from the hopper. Okay. And then from the comparator, we're going to go to redstone dust, redstone dust. Alright. Now, in order to separate, you have to tell it what you want it to separate. And I don't know if I have enough leather. We're going to find out. Let's go look. See if it's under mob drops. Look at there. It is under mob drops. So we need 18 pieces of leather. That's 12, 30, 18. That was my quick counting. I hope you liked it. We need 18 pieces of leather and 4 pieces of something we know is not going to fall through there. So let's do name tags. 2, 3, 4. Okay. These are your name tags, cows. The name tags for your names. They're going into this order. Alright, so we're going to go back below. We're going to set up this order real quick. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into this hopper that's facing the comparator. We're going to put our 18 leather right there. And we're going to spread these 4 name tags out to cover the rest of the blocks. Alright, now you'll see it'll turn on that comparator, giving it 1 signal strength. Now when something passes through, it'll cause it to give it a 2 signal strength, thus for turning the repeater off, turning the repeater on, turning the torch off, and allowing those leather to fall through and go on their merry way. So that's how that sorting system works. Now what we need is we need a hopper coming out of the chest for our coal. And I gotta remember how I was doing this. So we're gonna do that right there. That right there. I think we're gonna go right behind this one next. Yeah, facing into. Now this is where the meat is getting separated and it's coming over this way. This is gonna go into the furnace. That's what we're setting up right now. So we're gonna do this. Set that right there, and then we're gonna come down from there. So what you wanna do is that right there. And we're going to do it one more time. Okay, I think that's about right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to place our furnace right there. And we're going to take off from the side, we're going to take a hopper, 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 and hopper. Okay? And this is going to feed our coal into the furnace. So if we come up here and we place our coal in this chest, we'll see right here it's getting fed into the furnace. So definitely working like a charm. And then once again, like I said, after this separates, it'll go through there. Now out of there, what we want to do is we want to angle this hopper going this way so that the meat comes out and it goes through there. So that's the way it works. Now I don't have enough cows in here to demonstrate that it is working properly. However, what I do have is over here in my food chest, I do have some raw beef. So I can toss some of this raw beef and some of this leather. I'm not going to get a whole bunch because, I don't want to overload the system. We'll grab about 6. And we're going to go back over here. We're going to look in the hole and we're just going to toss them in there. And you'll see that it gets separated. Now the leather is going to go. The leather when I toss them in there should be right here in this hopper. Actually, let's do this just so I can pull it away one more. Right there. Okay. So the leather is going to be in this hopper, and then the beef is going to be in this hopper after it cooks. So when we come back down here, the furnace should be on, and the leather should be in that other hopper. So let's go ahead and we're just going to go into the inventory, just toss the whole thing down in there, and then we're going to do the same for this. I'm not going to, like I said, not going to throw a whole bunch in there. I'm gonna do that right there and that right there. Alright, so let's go take a look. Alright, furnace is on. It's cooking the beef, it's taking it in. So it's doing a great job there. Alright, and we should see cooked beef right in this hopper. Yep, right there. Okay, and then in this hopper we should have leather. I've got 5, which means the 6th one is going to be right here. So usually it keeps one item behind right above that redstone torch. Sometimes it gets through, sometimes it doesn't. But the system is definitely working. Now, what I basically need to do from here is hook up my sorting system, which is actually going to go right in this section right here. I'm going to do that off camera because I do not want to bore y'all with that. Especially considering I did the huge sorting system over here with the potato, carrot, and sugarcane farm. Which, by the way, look at that. That's working wonderfully. It's doing a great job. And I still need to finish this area too. So I'm gonna build this up, and I'm also gonna feed these cows. And then when I come back, I'll probably end up demonstrating them. And I've got a special end to the episode, kind of showing my gratitude to taxes for end of the year and how I feel about them. I think y'all are going to enjoy it a whole bunch. So let me get this done and I will be right back. So I've done a little bit off camera. Okay, a whole lot. The cow farm is done. It needs a little more decorating. It looks like somebody just threw up a whole bunch of stone bricks everywhere. I did try to break it up a little bit, put some dark oak wood here with some concrete fencing. Gives it a little depth into it. Put some sea lanterns up there, and obviously you see some stone brick stairs. I think it looks good. I think it needs a little more, and that will come with time. I'll decorate a little bit more here and there, just to make it look a little less stone bricky, if that's a word, bricky. I did change my mind. I was going to have the beef and leather separated here. Unfortunately, with space constraints here, I was unable to do that. So what I've done is I've made the hopper chain go back into itself, and so now they all load into one area. I'm not too concerned about it. I mean, I can go through here and take them out and separate them and all that good stuff, but it's all going in one place and it's all the same thing. The main point behind it is the steaks are cooked, and I won't have to worry about that. The only thing I'll have to worry about is feeding this thing coal and feeding them cows. So, speaking of which, let's go over here and let's turn this on and see where we're at as far as the numbers are. See if any of... Oh, there goes one. So, yeah, I'm getting there. Oh, I just turned it off. Let me turn it back on. Alright, let's do this one. Alright, doesn't look like this one's right there just yet. But the other one was. I did see one die. So, we're there, ladies and gentlemen, as far as the cow farm is concerned. I put a nice little sign here that says, coal only in chest below, feeds furnace for auto cook. So basically just come here, drop in some coal, it'll feed the furnace down below, and as these cows die, the drops will go down in there and do all that fun stuff as I explained before. So this is the cow farm. More decorating to come, and obviously I'll show that off as it happens. But I think it looks good. I mean, it kind of closes off this area, the pillar. I wasn't too sure what I was going to do in this area, so it's a nice little rendition to the base, I think. And we'll go from there. Maybe a little glass dome over the top here. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this episode. But I told you I had one special thing that I wanted to do at the end, and it's It's based around what took me so long to get this video out. I have been dealing with company taxes for over a month now. Our company decided that we were not going to file an extension this year. Almost every year we file an extension, so taxes aren't due till about October. And my poor wife, she has to put up with me while I'm doing taxes, and I become a bear. I literally become a bear. I get so stressed out, and crunching so many numbers, it's a pain in the butt. And when I finally hit that last little point, I'm so exhausted, and I'm ready to throw in the towel. And it's like a huge weight comes off my shoulders once all that's done. So I got a little memento to the taxes. And I'm going to recruit a little help here, see if somebody can help me out with this, because this is how we're going to finish this. Let me get up here first. It's taking me a little while. Oh, there's my little pedestal. And it'll just come into the rendering distance here in a second. Oh, maybe. Can I get it? Come on, render. Are you going to come up? There we go. There it is. So, the dreaded word taxes. Check that out. I mean, humongous, overwhelming, I guess you could say. So give me just a second. I'm going to see if I can recruit some help here, and then we're gonna see what I think about these taxes. All right, after about the third take here and rebuilding it, you see King Reptar up there. He's gonna be my helping hand in this situation. The overwhelming taxes for the year, last year, finally done. Oh, look at there. There's a creeper sitting on the S. Finally done, and this is exactly how I feel about taxes. And we're going to count down from 3 here in a second, and King Reptar is going to do his thing. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Yes. Oh man, I tell you what, talk about a stress relief right there. Thank you, King Reptar. Wonderful, wonderful thing right there, watching taxes blow up. I wish they'd just go away. But irregardless, they're done for the year. We'll get another year in it. Thank you again, King Reptar. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the end of this episode. If you like this video, please leave me a thumbs up or subscribe. We've got a lot more coming along. You see the bases moving around. We got a bunch more stuff to do. So stick around and join me next time. Until then, I hope everyone either has a good day or a good night. See you later, everyone. Bye.